In the quiet town of Kora, two families lived side by side but were worlds apart. Nunu was the daughter of a respected Muslim cleric. She was beautiful, with kind eyes and a heart full of curiosity. Her days were spent helping her family, praying at the mosque, and dreaming of a life filled with adventure. Is, on the other hand, was the son of a Christian pastor. He was tall, with a warm smile that could brighten the darkest day. He spent his days helping his father at church, reading books, and imagining a world where everyone lived in peace. Their lives were never meant to cross paths, but fate had other plans. One evening, during the annual town market festival, Nunu and Is accidentally bumped into each other. Nunu dropped her basket of fruits, and Is bent down to help her. Their hands touched, and their eyes met. It was as though the world around them faded, and in that brief moment, something unspoken passed between them. "I'm sorry," Nunu said shyly, avoiding his gaze. "No need to apologize," Is replied with a smile. "It's my fault. Are you all right?" Nunu nodded, but her heart raced as she walked away. She couldn't stop thinking about the boy with the warm smile. From that day, they began to meet in secret. It started with chance encounters at the river, then whispers in the market, and eventually, secret letters passed through trusted friends. Their love grew stronger with each meeting, but they knew it was dangerous. Their families were deeply rooted in their faiths, and both families viewed the other's religion with suspicion. When whispers of Nunu and Isa's meetings began to spread, tension in the town grew. One evening, under the cover of the full moon, Nunu and Is met by the old baobab tree at the edge of the town. "We can't keep doing this," Nunu whispered, tears streaming down her face. "If our families find out, it will be the end of us." Is held her hand tightly. "I know it's risky, but I can't imagine my life without you. We can find a way, Nunu. Love is stronger than hate." Just as Is finished speaking, they heard footsteps approaching. Nunu's heart sank. They quickly hid behind the tree, holding their breath as a group of men passed by, carrying lanterns and talking in hushed voices. "They've been meeting here," one of the men said. "We must put an end to this disgrace." Nunu and Is exchanged fearful glances. It was clear their secret was no longer safe. The next day, both families confronted their children. Nunu's father forbade her from leaving the house, while Isa's father warned him to stay away from the unholy path. The lovers were heartbroken but determined. That night, Nunu managed to sneak out of her home. She met Is at the riverbank, where he was waiting with a small canoe. "We have to leave," he said. "There's no other way. If we stay, they will tear us apart." Nunu hesitated, looking back toward her village. "But what about our families? Won't they hate us forever?" "They might," Is admitted. "But love is worth the risk." With heavy hearts, they paddled down the river, away from their town. Their journey was not easy. They faced storms, hunger, and fear of being caught. But through it all, their love kept them going. After weeks of traveling, they found refuge in a distant village where no one knew their story. For a time, they lived in peace, building a simple life together. But the weight of their decision lingered. One fateful night, as Nunu lay in Isa's arms, she fell gravely ill. Without proper medicine or help, her condition worsened. Is tried desperately to save her, gathering herbs and calling for help, but the village they had fled to was small, and no one could help. As dawn broke, Nunu's breath grew shallow. She looked up at Is, her eyes filled with love and sadness. "Promise me," she whispered, "that you will live. Even without me, you must carry on." Tears streamed down Isa's face. "I can't do this without you, Nunu. You are my everything." But Nunu only smiled faintly. "Love isn't about forever. It's about the moments we shared. And I will always be with you." Days passed and Nunu began to feel better and their love grew stronger. Though they were far from their families, but they were happy that they found other people that accepted them for who they were without judgment, and they built a life full of love, peace, respect, and understanding, and no matter what, they would always be there for each other. In the end, Nunu and Iz learned that love, when it's real, has the power to overcome anything, even the division that seemed impossible to bridge. And while their journey hadn't been easy, it was theirs, and it led them to a future where they could truly be free together.